we're back, and we have another vendor here, local gentleman, Skip Bertrand, and he has a new product. It's a frog, and there's been a lot of lately a lot of different frogs hitting the market, but this is just a really cool product. Skip, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
All right, thank you. I've developed a new topwater frog lure, mainly because I was fishing hollow body frogs for years, and I loved it and had a lot of fun with it. But they were filling up with water and sinking on me, and I had to squeeze them all the time, or they were starting to develop cracks, and the weights would fall out of the bottom, that kind of thing. So to resolve that myself, I started making my own lure just for the fun of it, to try to take care of those issues. And I was catching so many bass on them and putting videos on YouTube. The guys were telling me they wanted to buy it. Where do they buy my thing? So then I started making them and selling them, and that's where I am now. It's developed up to where now I've got it consistent, so I can sell it.
That is fantastic, really fantastic. Now, the bodies are typically all in black?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right now, the only color is black.
I see.
Call it Death Dealer Black.
Nice. I like it. And skirt colors now. You have different skirt colors. Approximately how many different colors do you have?
Right now I have about 10 different combinations of skirt colors.
Nice.
And I'm adding more all the time. I have about 10 or 20 more colors I'm adding to the mix right now.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. I put the orange one so it would show up a little bit on
that is
on the camera.
That is fantastic.
Skip, I was on your website. You got some videos posted on your website. It looks like an amazing bait to be using on topwater, fishing grass, scum. Can you take us a little bit into how you fish that?
Yeah, I designed it especially for scum and muck. That's what it's really good for. And the way I fish it, and it's very successful, is I just cast it out there and let it sit for a few seconds, and then just twitch it a little bit. And it has a rattle inside, and we just twitch it, let it sit, and if I don't get a blow up right away, I'll just let it sit a little while longer, twitch it again, and I'll get the blow up. And on hard days when they're just not blowing up at all, sometimes if I pull it through quick, like a steady retrieve, they'll hit it that way.
Wow.
But it's more successful when I let it sit there a little bit and they hit it and they just get hooked right away.
They zero
with
in
that
on
exposed hook, your hookup ratios are 50-50?
Better than that, 90%. 9 out of 10 with that exposed hook. Yep, that's why I really like it. When they hit it, the first thing they get is that hook in their mouth. And they basically hook themselves.
Wow. And didn't you say earlier that this bait will right itself?
Yeah, it rights itself. I designed it with the weight in the bottom of the lure so that when you cast it, it lands belly down every time.
Wow.
And like if you were to hit it off of a tree branch or something, if it fell upside down for any reason, it will immediately right itself. So the hook is always up, and that makes it more weedless.
Fantastic. That is really fantastic. I had some other questions, but they're probably proprietary in nature, so maybe I'll ask them after when the camera's off.
Thanks a lot.
Fantastic. That is really fantastic.
Your website. Can you give us your website name for everybody watching?
I have a website, ClatterBrat.com. And I also have a YouTube channel, Bloodknot 101. So I post all my videos on YouTube I actually show how I make the lure. It's on there. I actually build the lure right in front of the, for YouTubers. And I show all the fishing videos on YouTube. And then on my website, you can order it if you want.
Wow.
Excellent.
That is fantastic.
Nice.
Definitely so. Folks, I mean, this is great. I mean, seriously, in Delaware and the Eastern Shore of Maryland, we have Ryan Abbey that did a variation of the chatterbait, myself with a whack worm tool and scent and whatnot. Eric Williamson now doing jigs, and now this gentleman with frogs. This is really great that this little state, people are coming out of the woodwork and really making some fine products. That is really good. Now, did you have a good show?
So far, it's been really good. Yep.
Awesome.
I made 50 of these to bring to the show, and I've sold 16 of them yesterday and a couple of them today already. So it's been great. Yeah, it's been really good.
Wow, fantastic. Well, we're holding up Dave Perego from going fishing, so folks, I hope you did come out and check out the show. This was the first annual. We really hope that people come out and support it next year and the year after and the year after. And again, seeing local inventors, merchants. So we've had a great time here today. Stay with the rundown. We'll be doing more shows in the future. And thanks for coming out. Dave, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.